All Things Motoring International is owned and brought to you by SA's most trusted online vehicle platform, CHANGECARS. Our name says it all. Whether you're looking to sell, need advice, need finance, or need insurance, CHANGECARS has you covered. In this week's episode of All Things Motoring, Mike visits Vantage Fine Auto Art and talks automotive art. And Ernest attends M Fest. This is a show where art meets speed.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is M Fest weekend, the biggest festival of M in the country, in the continent, maybe in the world. It's already sold out and we're here to show you what Mzansi's all M'd up about. Let's check out M Fest. So apparently I am here, which is right next to the main straight. And these are some of the activities that you can do here today. Now, I've got to say that the way they've laid out the M Fest this year, it's ergonomic. There's a lot happening. It makes sense. It's just cleverly done. And a quick glance at what's going on here helps patrons find their way around the area. For example, you can go to the M showroom and go buy a car. You can go to the main stage for your M hospitality. Just need to find my hospitality sticker somewhere. Then you can go to Car Club, who we'll be visiting later, where Bernie and the guys are getting their race cars ready. You've got the drift arena, the spin arena around the corner here, and so many other activities. And for our Muslim brothers and sisters, you've even got a prayer room. They've really thought of everything here at M Fest. And I think I've got my eye on some hot laps later on.
One of the biggest attractions at this year's event was the presence of the Red Bull Drift Brothers, all the way from Germany. An overseas stunt driving team, and then of course South Africa's best spinners. Ernest is often impressed by these types of stunt shows, but this was something special.
If you're a friend of Mike's, you're a friend of mine, but technically I think Bernie and I know each other longer or more. I spend more time with Bernie than Mike does, but that's not the point here. Bernie, have you ever had two TV show hosts fight over you? Because it's
is it like that? Eh?
Yeah, it's like. So what's happening here? Why are you guys here? What's going on?
Yeah, so obviously being a BMW Car Club of Gauteng, we are affiliated to BMW Germany and obviously South Africa. They're one of our title sponsors, BMW M Performance Parts. So naturally we get invited to attend M Fest. You know, the first year they did it, we just had concourse. Yeah. And ever since then we've had the race series and it's just grown. You can see the number of cars here. We were capped at 70. Yeah. I almost had 70. We had a few withdrawals. We're on 60 odd cars.
It's amazing that BMW has accepted you guys as part of the fraternity. It doesn't usually happen this way where manufacturers take a club like this, but there's such massive tie-in with the brand and the club, isn't it?
Well, it's awesome because we've got the support of like the top management, you know, like the CEO, for example. I'll give you an example. He's a member of the club. He's a paying member of the club.
I have to commend BMW for that stance. It's amazing.
It's awesome. It's awesome to have their support. As you know, in racing, at the moment, there's only a number, very few, less than 5, I think, manufacturers that support a race category. and obviously BMW saw some value in our series. We are currently the biggest category in the country.
Amazing.
And then when we went down to visit you guys, we sort of created a new category.
Planted some seeds there. Now there's a whole
It's
new
been
category.
nice. It's been like, what, 20 odd cars?
Blown up. It's become one of the more spectator-friendly categories. The crowds love it. The drivers are so passionate. You've got a couple of our Cape Town guys, Anwar and Mansoor, joining us here.
Yeah, it was a pity it was a week apart. Otherwise, we would have had a few more
I think
cars.
so.
But, yeah.
And Ridwan and the guys are coming down. Our exco from Cape Town, the interim committee, are coming to come enjoy the racing, to come watch you guys and support you guys. You've really created something special in Cape Town. The ethos of the club lives on in Cape Town, which is cool.
At the end of the day, it's all about fun and the camaraderie. You know, someone needs a brake pad or tires. Hey, come use mine. You know, that's the way the guys work here. Yeah.
So, Bernie, in closing, anybody that you want to shout out for what's happening here? I mean, this must be a massive operation. I understand that this is all temporary as well.
Yeah, this is temporary pits that they put up at the top pits of Kyalami. Wow. So I'd obviously like to thank BMW South Africa, all the management and Exco that's seen what we can do. We really appreciate it. All our other associate sponsors, you can see all the sponsors on the cars. Really like to thank them.
Tire company what's that tire company?
Yeah, that's
Forget the name.
This yellow thing. Yeah, we obviously got Dunlop that came on board a few years ago with ATS Motorsport. We've got ZF. They do a lot of the gearboxes for BMW, so they're one of our sponsors.
In performance parts.
Obviously in performance parts. Who else? I2. While we're looking at the car, I just want to mention Billy Hepburn. He passed away recently, so we just want to, all the cars have got these stickers on, and we just want to send our condolences to him and his family. And yeah, may he rest in peace. He was a legend in South Africa.
Yeah, and contributed so much to motorsport.
He used to attend our track days.
No
We used to
way.
bring that Opel record, take people. This was one of our track days. He used to take people for hot laps.
An example to all of us, Sir Willie Hepburn. Our condolences to the family, of course, and thanks for the legacy that you've left behind. And speaking of legacy, we're going to leave you guys and your incredible legacy here behind. Thanks for what you've done, and now it's happening in Cape Town, Bernie.
Thank you.
We'll see you soon, man.
Thanks, brother. Ciao.
All Things Motoring pays tribute to a standout South African motorsport icon, Willie Hepburn. Affectionately known as Hepcat or Oom Willie, you had a remarkable career spanning over 55 years. All Things Motoring and the motorsport fraternity thanks you for your incredible contribution to the sport we love. Rest in peace, you legend. You'll always be in our hearts.
So you've got yourself some budget and you fancy yourself an M8 or an M4 or a convertible or an M3. You can purchase one of those cars right here today. And by next week, have it parked in your driveway.
Coming up after the break, Mike visits Vantage Fine Auto Art and talks automotive art.
Yeah, can I get a number 4 with no pickles? What do you want?
A number 2, please.
And a number 2?
But I don't have any money.
Oh, yeah, no problem. Cancel that number 2.
Are you looking to sell? Visit Change Cars and click on the Selling tab.
Jeans, t-shirt and white sneakers, that is how I normally dress. But not when you come to an incredible facility, Vantage Automotive Fine Art. Johan Venter, you have to share with us about this incredible facility.
Thanks, Michael. Thanks for coming. I really appreciate it. We've spoken before, and just to give you the background, I started writing 12 years ago for a magazine in the UK called BMW Car.
You want to say you started doing what you love doing 12 years ago?
I said to people I started a new hobby 12 years ago. But yeah, I've always had a fascination and a passion for BMW. And I bought this magazine every month. And I just found that they were not telling enough of the South African story. And I started knocking on the door and said, I can tell the South African story. And that's where it started for me.
Beautiful.
And I had an office inside the house at the time. And I decided to kit out my own office. And by doing so, I also attracted interest. And people liked what they saw, and there was a demand for what I was doing.
Clearly, you're a BMW fan. Where did the love for BMW come from?
I'd always had a passion for cars, but I think, you know, the influence that my family and friends had on me, their passion spilled over for BMW, and that's where it started. My favorite BMW is 2002, because it wasn't a very common BMW at the time. Those were not manufactured in South Africa. They were imported in very limited numbers, but they were small and sexy.
Of course. Now, they're not worth a lot of money. If you have one, I'll do you the courtesy of buying it from you. They are absolutely gold. The love for BMW, we've discussed that. Now, the facility where we're at, incredible. It is modern. It is absolutely state-of-the-art. Tell us what we've got here.
When I started, I mean, it's the 250 Ferrari GT series that you see in front of you. I found that in an Octane magazine, and I thought, why don't I frame it professionally and put that up on my wall? And that is where it started.
Now, BMW in South Africa celebrated 50 years in 2023. I believe there's something super special that you want to share with the public?
Yes, my partner, my associate, my friend, Marek and I have pursued BMW for 9 years to do a book, because there's an incredible story.
A short 9 years or a long 9 years?
You know, the thing is, we were having fun in between, so it wasn't that long, but the dream was always there, that we wanted to do this book. We wanted to share the special story. We wanted to talk about the unique cars of the media, but the unique story is not just the cars.
Now, this particular book, there's going to be 2 editions, a limited edition and an edition that is open to the public. Share with us the details.
So both editions are available. Of the standard book, we are going to print 2,000 copies. And of the limited edition book, we are printing 333 copies.
333. I wonder if BMW ever made a BMW called a 333. Did they?
Absolutely.
And that's obviously where it comes from.
Absolutely.
The iconic, standout, limited edition BMW. Now, in terms of costing, share with us the costs.
So the standard book goes for 3,950, and the limited edition goes for 8,900. And let me explain to you why you're paying the 8,900. Number one, the limited edition book is covered in soft white Napa leather. It comes in a box that's also covered in the same leather.
Just hearing you say white Napa leather, when one thinks of the finest leather in a BMW, it is Napa leather. That soft, beautiful leather that you cannot mistake. When you touch it, when you see it, when you feel it, it's magnificent.
Absolutely. And so we're also taking the Indibele ribbon, and it's going to be inlaid onto both the box and the book. There's a very special badge that goes onto the box and the book. And the box and the book have got the Indibele motif that we use foiled onto both of them. What's also nice is on the inside of the box, you can have a very special plaque with all the MDs and CEOs that were ever at BMW in South Africa, names and signatures, and you're going to have your VIN plate that looks identical to the VIN plate of a 333 with your number on it, and that VIN plate will also appear on the inside of the book.
So now you heard there's 2,333 of these available in theory. Why do I say in theory? Because 2 are gone. 1 special edition to me, and 1 normal edition to me. So 2,331 available. The details on your screen right now. If you see this book in the flesh, please trust me, it's not impressive. It is ultra, ultra impressive. Where to from here? The next 50 years?
Next 50 years. I must be honest, I'm very keen on doing a Porsche book, and I've been talking to 1 or 2 people already about it. It might not be as big as the BMW book, but I think there's also a very interesting Porsche history in South Africa.
Of course. Now, I assure you it's well known. What is my favorite brand in South Africa? Porsche, Toby Venter, what you've done for the brand, I'll say it again and again. Let me tell you, you do a book on that incredible brand, BMW absolutely will do everybody proud. I promise you the Porsche brand will match that. Now, in terms of products, I want something bespoke. Can you do it for me?
Yes, we've done several things that are bespoke. But the one product that, or the one offering that's asked for more than anything else are the bespoke motor books that we do.
I can imagine. When we say bespoke, you do the binding, you do the box. What does that mean?
So we consult with the client to start off with. We have a discussion on this yellow couch.
How much money have you got to spend? 300,000-400,000 rand?
Just as a matter of interest, we're doing a book at the moment, a bespoke book. It's the A3 leather-bound book, and it's an 80-page book. It's a collection of Italian cars with some German cars thrown in, with some racing cars also included. So it's an 80-page book. But I mean, we spoke to the owner about the leather that's going to be used, the type of box we're going to put together, what's going to be put on the box, his coat of arms, his name, what are we going to either deboss or laser engrave onto the leather cover of the book. And yeah, it's totally bespoke because you determine all of that in putting the book together. But we've also done some bespoke frames where we've, for example, photographed a person in a customer's car, and we've included some prints out of a magazine.
Beautiful. Johan, you have an exceptional product, you have an exceptional facility, you have an exceptional way. I can promise you this will not be the last time I'll be here. May you, your team, go from strength to strength and keep doing what is exceptional. Vantage Fine Automotive Art. The details on your screen again right now. To say you won't be disappointed, that will be the understatement. If you're looking for something special for birthday, for Valentine's, you name it, to spoil yourself, your man cave, look no further than this fine facility.
Did you know? Like any art, be it painting, sculpture, or something else altogether, trying to define what is and isn't an art car can be tricky. People started creating art cars in the late 1970s and early 1980s, often without knowing that other people were starting on the same strange artistic journey. The first Houston Art Car Parade was held in 1988 and is now the largest gathering of art cars in the world. In the mid-1990s, art cars began participating in the Burning Man Festival in the Nevada desert. In 1975, BMW asked artist Alexander Calder to paint a BMW 3-liter CSL that would race at Le Mans. It started a tradition that has produced 17 one-of-a-kind cars painted by the famous artist. Arguably, the most popular art car, certainly in South Africa, is the Esther Malangu 5 Series, which to this day is instantly recognizable by car and art enthusiasts all over the world. Looking for finance and insurance? Visit CHANGECARS and click on the Financial Products tab.
We've just walked into the main building and stumbled upon this, a left-hand drive 1M. It could be the most expensive car here today, or at least one of the most expensive cars here at around 10 million. That's what I heard one of them is fetched in the open market. And by the way, I know it's called an M1, Bernie. .535 kilowatts, 1,000 Newton meters of torque, widened arches, hybrid power, four-wheel drive, the list goes on. Colors that you can only dream up on Photoshop. That's the new M5, and it's being launched here this weekend at M-Fest. But the M5 has got a rich history in motorsport and in culture. To hear more about the M5 specifically and all its iterations, let's throw it to the one and only Voice in the Sky.
The BMW M5 is a high-performance variant of the BMW 5 Series and is considered an iconic vehicle in the sports saloon category. Based heavily on its contemporary 535i, the first ever BMW M5 debuted in early 1985. Under the hood, a relative of the engine found in the legendary BMW M1. In this iteration, it produced 210 kilowatts and 340 Newton-meters of torque. The E39 BMW M5 introduced the incredible performance potential of a V8 engine. Enter the motorsport-derived S62 V8, producing 293 kilowatts and 500 Newton-meters. It rocketed the E39 M5 from 0 to 100 in just 4.7 seconds. The E60 BMW M5 is a world of firsts for BMW. It was the first production M5 to get an optional transmission, SMG, an automated manual transmission, the first time BMW mass-produced a V10, and featured lots of tech borrowed from the lessons learned from the BMW Sauber racing team. The most recent M5 debuted in 2018, and the first to offer MX drive. That equates to an M-tuned version of the all-wheel drive, allowing for both fully rear-wheel drive mode and an in-between mode that allows for more slip but still engages all four wheels when traction demands it. The F90 M5 also has the distinction of being the first BMW M5 to both evolve technologically and lose weight. There's no doubt that the BMW M5 objectively continues to get better and better with each new generation.
Now this has got to be my favorite car of the show, the 390 kilowatt BMW M3 Touring. Now Mike's going to love the fact that Audi's been dominating the touring market for a long, long time with the RS4 and the RS6. But finally, us BMW fans have something to scream about. And come check this out. It's got 20 extra liters of space in the back, which means you can take the kids to school, fit the dogs in the back, and smoke Lamborghinis on a Tuesday if you want to. We're in a very noisy pit lane at the M-Fest event, and this is where all the BMWs are gathering. And I'm standing here with Gary with one of the most special racing BMWs in the paddock. Gary, it's diesel, it's X-Drive, it's gone through an endless list of development. Let's start from the beginning. What is going on here?
A lot. It was started as a 220 diesel. We converted it and made it an M2 competition. Then we widened the wheels and we decided to go diesel with a 50D triple turbo. And then we decided to do an X-Drive conversion. We run nitrous on it when we do the hill climb. And a lot of cooling, a lot of special engineering that's been involved to get this thing to do the laps that it can do without breaking down.
Yeah. And the championship's going well this year, I understand.
Yes, very well. We've had ups and downs for the past 2 years. And this year, we've sorted two things that made a massive difference on the car. And we're coming second at the moment. We've got this small little battle going on here. The Oaks don't want the diesel to win, but we're going to get this going.
But when it comes to a car like this, Gary, we spoke about this earlier on. Yes. You've chosen the difficult route. Why?
I want to be different. I want to show my skill. Everything on this car is BMW. Literally, only the outside things and stuff. Management systems, BMW. Engine, completely BMW. A lot of guys have developed the petrol cars and learned how to get those things to run fast and be
the information's out there.
Exactly, the information. No one's done something like this. I know it's a difficult thing, but I like to do difficult things.
And your company, I see you got the cap on there, Grease Monkey.
Yes.
When the team is busy doing the warranty claims and the regular work, you in the corner working on the big projects like this, what else have you got on the go?
We've got two special projects going to go. We're busy with a 1 Series, the 40i, with a B58 motor, and we're also converting that to an X-Drive to chase around 8.59 second quarter mile. So this was a secret, so now it's out there. And we've also put an N63 V8 twin turbo in the 320i.
V8 twin turbo in a 320i.
100%, yeah. So that's also a fun project that we're busy with.
Hill climb spec versus track spec, which one's your favorite?
Oh no, hill climb. Hill climb, I'm max. We're 5.5 bar boost. We run about 150 shot double stage nitrous system. It's fully progressively controlled. I can only launch in second gear. We're under like 2.8 seconds. We run a truck prop shaft. we take the cooling system out, and I'm all about that live or die. You know,
Yeah.
it's like, you're going to go off the mountain.
Send
you
it
need
to the moon.
That's what I want. I
Oh,
like it.
what a feeling, eh?
But this is exciting, though, but it's a lot more technical.
The hill climb intensity is just, because that time is so short, there's no room for mistakes.
Nothing.
If you mess up the launch, the run is done.
It's done. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
So it's very precision.
But I do love a car that's got multiple purposes, and that's why I love this car. Gary, a fantastic build. We look forward to seeing what else is on the horizon.
Yeah.
And congratulations on the car, man.
No, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you very much for speaking to me. Cheers, guys.
For anybody looking to do a show like this, this is the template. BMW M Fest has leveled up hard from last year, and last year was pretty good too. It's got everything: technology, people, fans, cars, and of course, lots and lots of M cars specifically. It's called M Fest, and I know for a fact that I will be here next year. And for those 30,000 odd people that are in and out of these gates to the sold-out event, I hope you enjoyed it. For the rest of you, I'll see you next year.
Here is the screen top tip of the week. Caffeinate the engine. Treat your car to quality fuel. It's like giving it a good cup of coffee in the morning. Before you buy a second-hand car, screen it. It's what smart people do. Coming up next week on All Things Motoring, Mike attends Merseyside Women of the Year. And Ernest is back with this year's edition of the Kyalami Motor Show. This is a show that showcases women and wheels.
It is M Fest, the biggest festival of M in Cape Town. South Africa. Sorry, I'm not in Cape Town.
Let me tell you, you do a brand. Apologies.
This is a special shout out to Reynard from the BMW Car Club. He can kiss my ass.
My long-suffering wife, Ronelle, is part of the business.
Don't feel too special. Every man's wife is long-suffering.
It was absolutely amazing. It's really, really amazing to see what they can do with technology.
Oh, right.
Yes, oh, that was phenomenal.
And the
Oh, the 3D effect was,
Does the stage
you
actually
can't
move?
explain.
May you, your team, go from strength to strength and keep doing what is exceptional. Vantage, apologies.
So do you mind? May I?
Joseph.
Yeah.
Do you need any motoring advice? From where or what to buy? And where to sell? Visit the All Things Motoring International website and click the Advice tab to ask Mikey. All Things Motoring International was brought to you by SA's most trusted online vehicle platform, CHANGECARS. Our name says it all. There is no safer online vehicle platform. That's not an opinion, that's a fact.